Chapter 26, The Talk. The shelter room is a mess. Beds unmade, our clothes in a box, Ray and Lita's few toys abandoned on the floor. It's a wonder how 5 of us live here. Sitting on the double bed, Pop's suitcase between us, I can't breathe right. It feels like the room's getting smaller. There's no window to remind me there's air outside. Pop's palms cup my hand. Your ma said I should have told you years ago, but I wanted to protect you. Didn't think you were old enough. Pop's being kind, but underneath his skin, I sense his stress. Low panic in his muscles and bones. Brave. The word pops inside my head. Pop's being brave. Now that I realize Pop's talking means more pain, I lie. I'm not old enough. Steam clicks on. The radiator pipes clang around. There's a hiss. Is that true? Seems like a girl who'd go to the... Pop swallows. He doesn't say the 9/11 memorial is old enough. What happened to you, Pop? You know what happened? Yeah, but what happened to you? Pop unsnaps the suitcase locks. A red and blue tie, 5 plastic bags, a photograph. His hands shake. He lifts the picture. Let's start with family first. 3 guys dressed in matching pants, shirts, and red and blue ties. All of them happy, their arms wrapped about each other. Lewis and Big Kelly, my co-workers, friends, Hernandez and O'Brien, and me 15 years ago. So young and stupid. James Barnes. You're not stupid. Pop smiles slightly. Maybe not, but ever since that day, I feel stupid, helpless, angry. These were my friends and I couldn't save them. Pop closes his eyes. His head sags. Your head hurt? I massage his head like Ray does. After a few minutes, Pop kisses my hands. Let me try and finish. I've been delaying telling this story for a long time. Quiet, I sit beside him. Pop stares at nothing like he's staring into a void deeper and darker than the memorial holes. His voice scratches with emotion. We were teasing Lewis. His wife just had a little girl, and Lewis couldn't stop talking about me, hee-ha. Kelly just kept teasing. Kids are trouble, but Big Kelly and me were setting aside money each payday to buy a baby swing. You wind it up and it plays music and rocks the baby. Ray and Lita never had such a swing, did I? I don't remember it. I think we've always been poor. We've just gotten poorer, like Pop's headaches have gotten worse. We were the front desk security team. We greeted visitors, signed for packages, important mail, and most of all, welcomed the workers. Thousands of them each day. They'd swipe their badges and we'd say, hello, good morning. Then later, after lunch, good afternoon. Then good evening. Ordinary stuff, but we all got to know those faces. Those people who worked with us in the North Tower. The sanitation workers, the computer analysts, finance folks, the restaurant team on the 106th and 107th floors. The building was like a small city, and me, Lewis, and Kelly were the day shift. The most important shift, welcoming everybody to work. Like a home. Yes, how'd you know? You said family. In school, we talk about social groups, how we form connections, relationships. Pop hugs me. You got a fine school. I know. Friends, too. I wouldn't want any of them hurt. Terrible for anyone to be hurt. Worse to remember faces. Each one special, different, unique. Funny how personalities fit faces. Or maybe it's faces that fit personalities. Like Sabine, she's so kind and you can tell because her lips tilt up, ready to smile. And Ben, he wears these funny round glasses and hardly smiles, but there's a calm about his face. Calm but strong. I struggle with my words. Not like a bully strong, a safe strong, even though he isn't big at all. I know what you mean. Big Kelly was ever so gentle. Lewis just average size, but he carried himself like a bear. That's how he was that day. Strong, protective. I slip my hand into Pop's. Pop strokes my hair and kisses me right on the nose, like he sometimes does with Lita. Funny, this moment, I feel safe. I worked the North Tower for 5 years. Knew everybody, and everybody knew me. 40 hours a week for 52 weeks a year for 5 years adds up to 10,400 hours. You get to know folks. Pop chuckles. Me, Lewis, and Kelly made a big to-do about new hires, telling them how the elevators whizzed like lightning, how the building swayed in fierce winds, how the best hot dogs could be bought a block away, how working in the towers meant you made it to the center of New York, the center of the world. Pop swallows, trembles. His face looks like he's waking from a nightmare. I should have told you years ago, Deja. I've been too terrified. I still see, feel, hear, smell every last bit of it. When I close my eyes, when I sleep and dream, when I see a clear blue sky. That day, the day of the attack, was the clearest day I'd ever seen in New York. Perfect. Blue, a day so beautiful it promised nothing bad would happen. He pulls out the bags one by one. This is my name tag. This is my walkie-talkie. On this, I heard Lewis and Kelly's calls for help. See, the building shook. Bam, bang. Didn't know then a plane had hit. Only heard emergency distress calls. Lewis and Kelly took the elevator. I told them no, it was too dangerous. But the building was over 100 floors. They wanted to race to help, be where they were most needed. I don't know if they ever made it off the elevator, ever got to the firestorm, if the elevator doors opened on desperation, or if they were trapped. Elevator shut down. Elbows on his knees, Pop cries. I wrap my arm about his waist, lay my head on his back. See, Deja, I don't exactly know what happened, but I imagine. Imagining makes my headache explode. Pow. This is my flashlight. He takes the dirty, cracked light out of the plastic bag. I grabbed it, headed for the stairwell. It was filled with smoke and dust, falling like water down the stairs and over the rails. Fire. You could smell it. Even if it was a dozen stories up, the air stank. Folks were rushing down. I recognized them. Even faces twisted with fear, I recognized every one of them. I was scared, Deja. The building kept moaning, chattering its pain. Then electrical power went. Battery-powered lights switched on. Folks were scared but still trying to be nice, helping others. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10 flights of stairs. I was exhausted. Lungs aching, still folks coming down, sounding like an elephant herd. 2 men were carrying a man in a wheelchair. Coughing, I held my jacket over my mouth. Where was I going? What did I expect to do? I don't know. I just kept thinking I should be running up to help, not out. Finding coworkers, my work family. I kept going up and up. The handrail was warming. Closer to the top, the metal rail burned hands. Then the firemen. Oh, my word. So wonderful, Deja. Racing, carrying 65 pounds of equipment, moving like warriors. A few helmet lights crisscrossed in the stairwell. A captain kept soothing. Stay calm. Everybody down. Everybody down. We'll put out the fire.